This is the Horse Radio Network. This is episode 299 of Horse Tip Daily, a different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every day. Horse Tip Daily brings a world of equine knowledge to you one day at a time. Today's tip is sponsored by EcoGold. Visit them at ecogold.ca. Enjoy today's tip. Hi, Glenn the Geek back with you from Lexington, Kentucky, and you're listening to Horse Tip Daily. Well, we only have 4 days left until the start of the World Equestrian Games. And, of course, you can follow all of our coverage, 27 special episodes we're putting out here on the Horse Radio Network. And I just want to say that there has to be a company that is very proud right now, and that's EcoGold. EcoGold has a bunch of riders that they sponsor using their products that are going to be using them at the World Equestrian Games. Philip Dutton, McLean Ward, Karen O'Connor, Boyd Martin, Jessica Phoenix all use EcoGold products. So EcoGold's going to get to see their products in action at the World Equestrian Games. There's nothing better than that. So that's very cool. And we congratulate EcoGold for their fantastic products, their high-performance saddle pads and horse boots that are 100% non-slip and breathable. They're made with high-tech materials and a state-of-the-art design. Stop over to ecogold.ca and see why the professional riders are going to be using them at the World Equestrian Games. Hi, Betty, and welcome back to Horse Tip Daily.
Thanks, Glenn. How are you today?
I am great, and I rode this morning, and I actually, when I see what tip we're going to do here today, I did some of those things today because I don't know why, but I've been accused of being too tense and too stiff when I ride, and I think that's partly because I have ADD and I'm always thinking about 65 other things. But you know what? I have to say that I can see why, and I know this is totally off the subject, but bear with me here. I can see why they use horses for therapy because I do. I'm ADD to the extreme. Never taken medicine for it because I also think that's where entrepreneurial spirit and terrific ideas are coming from most of the times from people with ADD. And so, I built this company and built several other companies because of my ADD, actually. But, when you get on the horse, I can see that's one of the only times I truly relax.
Well, you have to be relaxed and focused if you're riding a horse that's ADD.
That's true. I try not to. I always try and find a horse. My horse right now, thank God, is not ADD. So you really want to have that contrast there.
Yeah, it's a good match.
Yeah, that's right. It's bad when you both do. Somebody's getting hurt. And usually it's not the horse.
That's right.
So anyway, that's the ADD talk for the day. This has nothing to do with what your tip is, but go ahead and tell us how we can help people.
Well, when you're just mounting up, you need to warm up. You're always talking about warming up the horse, starting out nice and slow, especially if he's come straight out of a stall. The rider needs to warm up too. If your horse is quiet, and he allows you to do that so that you can feel confident and wiggle and move in the saddle, do some warming up yourself, especially on those cold mornings or when you're bundled up with a lot of clothes or you're just not awake yet. Loosen up your back, your shoulders, your waist. Do some arm circles. Touch your toes. Flex your ankles. Flex your wrists, your shoulders, your elbows. Wiggle a little bit, twist from the waist, touch the horse's tail, touch his poll. And when you do, try to touch his tail and his poll, try to keep your legs straight underneath you. Try not to let them move. Keep the upper body independent of the lower body. Good exercises for your balance as well as your position in the saddle. It'll loosen you up, too.
And this is terrific for people like me who tend, just what I said, tend to be a little stiffer because we're all just, this helps. One, it helps you as a rider, and it also helps your horse because it does help you relax, and it also gives your horse time to realize that you're loosening up and you're not so tense.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you can do some neck rolls and shoulder shrugs, and if you feel yourself getting tense, just move a little bit. Shrug a shoulder, and then shrug the other shoulder. Shrug them both together. Wiggle around. That also helps if you get a little bit in a little bit of a situation. Say you're just getting show nerves. Before you go in the arena, do some circles with your arms. Do some shrugs. Do some bends. Touch your toes. It helps with nerves as well as just general body stiffness.
Right. Terrific, and it's something that we all of us just get on and ride. It's something we don't think about, but we probably should take time to do it. Distance runners and weightlifters and everybody, they all do the same thing. They all loosen up. So
Yep.
yeah, it's something that we forget about. Well, that's terrific. All right, Betty. Well, thank you very much, and we look forward to having you on again.
Well, thank you, Glenn. It's always good to be here.
Well, thanks again to Betty for joining us, and I wanted to remind you, horseradionetwork.com for all of the World Equestrian Games coverage coming up. And don't forget, that's where you can find all of our other shows as well. And if you haven't had a chance yet, hop on over to horsesinthemorning.com, our new show starting November the 1st. The first live, daily, interactive, which means you can call in and participate, morning radio show 5 days a week for an hour and a half each morning. Horsesinthemorning.com is a little preview of what's going to happen over there. We appreciate you joining us here and listening in from all over the world. This is Glenn the Geek and the Horse Radio Network. We'll be back again tomorrow with another new expert and a different horse tip. Until then, stay safe, everyone.